Hello again, everyone from YouTube. Welcome back to episode number 2 from the Cornerstone SMP. I'm so excited to have you all here. I'm actually recording this quite soon after finishing episode 1 because I'm just having such a great time on this server and I can't wait to keep going. I have a plan, I have a very, very big plan, and the last episode was all based around getting that plan going. So, from the last episode we got fully enchanted diamond gear all the way around, all the tools, all the armor. I have everything on these tools that I would like at this point. They're perfect, they're great. We even got a trident, one that I was not expecting to have when I started that video. It was not part of the plan, but I am glad that I have it now. We have a trident, it'll make things so much easier. And as I said at the end of the last episode, everything in these chests I now have access to, including the elytra. I've acquired some more rockets in the process as well. And I've already used some of these shulker boxes in preparation for today's episode. My plans to tackle that monument over there. That one. That little bugger over there. However, you'll notice there is a yellow shulker box here as well now. And to explain the circumstances around it, my friends, we need to go to H. Hicks's base. I'll meet you all right there.
Like JackofallTrades, I wanted to introduce him and say hello and all that and give him a box of goodies like I did with everyone else. He could take a gander at that bad boy. Hopefully it'll be something to help him out in the future. But yeah, welcome Elementalist. I keep saying elemental, but
that's all right. Thank you very much. I'm scared to look inside of this box. I've received a couple of other boxes from people, and I feel very bad because I never know how to repay you guys for it. But oh wow,
there's no such thing. You don't need a repay. It's getting, like you said, getting you guys all up to speed, and you know, so we're all on the same page, I guess, right? But
you, sir, are very kind. I really appreciate this box. That is glorious. That iron. Oh, that iron.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's the goal, right? I'm just trying to help out. Get your beacons all set up so you can be digging a huge hole like mine one day.
You know, huge is probably an understatement. And it was roughly at this point, my friends, that H. Hicks offered to give me a tour of his fantastic custom mountain base.
Come all the way down real quick. Fly down here.
There is I'm getting very much kind of abandoned Harry Potter Hogwartsy vibe with all the staircases. This place is humongous. It is.
There's a lot more going on than just the surface level, that's for sure. And I think people, I mean, especially the server mates, they would come here and assume, oh, he's just got his mansion. But underneath it, there's just a whole nother structure. But this leads to the ravine again, or the big tunnel. Yeah, that's the base practically, though.
It seems like you have a creeper problem.
I have every mob problem.
Yeah, there are golems walking around the bottom, villagers on top, monsters everywhere else.
Yeah, I like the golems everywhere. They keep me protected, that's for sure. But this is the new design I'm going for. I'm done. So it's going to be more of a, I'd say, futuristic color scheme and more high contrast colors, I think. So
Alex wanted me to come to his base, and he just said, oh, it's close to Hicks's base, so I came through your portal and I was immediately lost. It's like,
yeah, my portal. You're like, what are you talking about? Yeah, it's tucked away back here, that's for sure. Thanks for tagging along on this little expedition, I'd say.
Hey, thank you for giving me the tour.
And let me show you around. So yeah, I hope that box comes in handy some way. Well, thanks as always, Elemental. I'll always leave the link down below. And I'm glad you're part of this server. Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me and for being so friendly and welcoming. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's the good, what is it called? Etiquette, right?
Hospitality.
Hospitality. Bingo.
I just have one question for you before I run.
Yeah.
Where's the portal? There you have it, everyone. That is how this box came to be in my possession. Now, what is in this box? I'm glad you asked. There's so much inside of this box. 9 full stacks of iron blocks. My friends, those are glorious. I have a couple of enchanted books, good enchanted books as well. Extra rockets, because everyone always loves rockets. Some food, and 2 potions of weakness, which will become very, very useful down the line, I'm sure. However, having all of these iron blocks, you know, it's given me a new idea. So I have enough iron blocks now, thanks to my little entrepreneurial endeavor with Mr. Alex for 1 beacon. However, thanks to H. Hicks, I now have a lot more iron than that. And to tackle that there monument, which is still the plan for today, I might as well set up more than 1 beacon. So I'm going to come over here, grab my valuables chest and grab a couple more of these. How many iron blocks can I make with that? 4. 4? Exactly 4? Exactly 4. Wow. Okay. Because I need these iron blocks. If you remember from the last episode, I purchased a beacon from Bodhi's beacon shop. And each beacon there is valued at 1 diamond block. Now I think I have the iron to spare, and I have more diamonds left than I expected I would. So I think I'm gonna splurge. I'm gonna go buy more beacons so that I can have things like jump and restoration and all those wonderful things available to me while I do that ocean monument. Okay, there's 5 beacons and a ton of iron to build those beacons with. I have some extra iron here just in case something bad happens, I don't lose it all at once, you know, and the extra heart of the sea goes in there. I also have a little bit of food with me, good food with me, not just this crummy bread. In fact, let's chuck that in there. I'm not going to be eating that while working on that. No, I'm not. And between episodes, I have also gathered these. That's about almost 6 stacks or 6 shulker boxes full of sand right there for this little endeavor. We'll get to the sand eventually though. First, I need to clear that thing out. Yeah, there are 3 Elder Guardians in there I gotta kill. And there's a room full of sponges I gotta find. So, let's go do that. My sand, I think I will store in here for now. These are just, I've made up all of the shulker shells I have into boxes, so those are just empty. That can go in there. I need the conduit now. The beacons, you know what, we can probably build the beacon now. Yeah, let's go do that. So the very first thing that I need to do, I think, is I need a little bit of a platform up here so that I can put things down. So let's jump down, no, up. Let's jump down here and let's get ourselves a surface, yeah, there we go. Mining fatigue, that's not gonna be fun. Mining fatigue is annoying, which is why we really need to get rid of the Elder Guardians. Because now I can't really pick up these blocks and they are very definitely in the way. I also don't know where there are any cows. I haven't seen any cows anywhere, ever, at any point in time. That looks more or less like the middle. Go away, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. Okay, that is one full beacon. So in theory we should now be able to come up and do that. Beacon? Yay! Beacon! Cool. Let's go ahead and feed it that, and I think I want resistance. Sure, give me resistance 2 on this beacon. I'll probably need it. Now, I need to make this beacon bigger. Yes, it needs to become bigger so that I can put more beacons on it. I think that is a fairly simple thing to do actually. We just need to expand it one row. Yeah, see, that's exactly what I did not want to do. We need to expand it one row in 2 directions. Now I have place for 3 more beacons to go down there. So let's put the iron away. Leave 1 beacon over there and plant down 3 more. Let's put that in there, and I think I want strength. Let's get nice and beefy. You're already on resistance. Give you something. Let's go. Speed. Alright. And I want regeneration as 1. So it'll have to be haste then. Or jump. Let's go with haste 1 and regeneration. There we go. Now we have a lot of effects that should make this a little bit easier on ourselves. Especially that resistance and that regeneration. I think that'll be, no, quite grand. Alright, now that I have all of these things, I need to find my way in there. I have a conduit and I should just be able to put the conduit down somewhere inside of the monument and it will become a functional conduit. I just need to come and find a way in that doesn't require me breaking any blocks, and we're inside. Now, where can I place the conduit where it will be most effective? Whoa, hello. Up. Let's find a small corner room. You know what? This looks pretty good, actually. Let's see, can I do that? Does it work? Does it? Hello? I don't know if that's activated. I actually think it needs to be floating above a block, so let's... I need a bucket of milk. I need to go and find a cow. And I think I'm going to come in with a couple of buckets of milk. Leave me alone, you stupid guardians. I will be back once I have some milk. Okay, I've made a mistake. Even with the buckets of milk, I cannot get rid of the mining fatigue long enough to pick up my conduit again. So, change of plans. We go in and we kill the Elder Guardians first. We do so quickly, we do so as effectively as possible. I might take a door down. I'm gonna go grab a couple of doors. Not there. There. And then we're gonna try that again. Alright, in we go. Let's go find ourselves some Elder Guardians to slay, shall we? Here's the first one. Let's go ahead and put down a door so that I can get in it and catch my breath real quick. Out we go. We need to kill an Elder Guardian. Now, hopefully with my regeneration and resistance, this should go relatively easily. That went very easily actually, and that's one Elder Guardian down. I picked up its head and a sponge. Excellent. Where's my door? There's my door. You need to get out of here, buddy. Okay, off to find the second one. Here it is. Hi, big guy. You're going down. Yes, you are. Oh, yep. That's at number 2, Elder Guardian slain. I have no idea where the third one is though. I'm pretty sure that the 2 Elder Guardians I've killed so far were the Guardians that spawn in the wings of the structure. So I need to find the one that spawns at the top. That's a minor problem, as I don't know if I'll be able to get to the top. It doesn't look like there's a way up there. Alright, plan B is this, or plan F, wherever we are. We're gonna do that. Drink a bucket of milk. Hey, yeah, see, there he is. Hi, big guy. I knew you would be up here. Just had no idea how to get to you. Dead. Right, yay! Well, it looks like there would have been a way, I just couldn't find it. That's all 3 Elder Guardians slain, my friends. No more mining fatigue for us. Now I can go and fetch my conduit. And we can fetch some sponges, and then we can start with the main part of what's going to happen now. So I'm pretty sure I know how this thing is supposed to work, and I'm convinced there is a place inside of this monument that makes it very easy and very effective to use. However, I don't know exactly where that would be, so for now we're just gonna put it here, and this looks like a pretty good spot for it to be. I know that if you build a square around it in all directions like that, then it is most effective, I think. I think. I don't actually know how conduits work. I've never really made use of them, but we're just gonna do this because this is how I've seen it done. So, we have a conduit. I can breathe underwater now. However, that being said, we're pretty much done. Sponges. Sponges, sponges, sponges first. We're not done. I have absolutely no idea where the sponge room would be. Oh well, I guess we explore. Aha! I found it! The sponge room! Right, let's collect some sponges. And then I need to head to the nether to dry them out nice and quickly. And we're back! Yeah, leave me alone. I actually didn't go to the nether just yet to dry out my sponges. I went and I raided 2 more ocean monuments. So I've killed a total of 9 Elder Guardians in the last half an hour. And I now have about a stack and a half of wet sponges from that little endeavor. Stop it! You guys are annoying. Yeah, I'm very, very, very chuffed with that. I'm also currently wearing my elytra, which is why they are doing damage to me. So, let's head this way. And let's go and jump into the nether real quick to dry our sponges. Quick and easy, like. Okay, the first phase is done, and that only took me about an hour and a half, I think, to get this whole wall of sand built up all the way around the ocean monument. For those who don't know, Guardians can spawn anywhere within the footprint of the ocean monument as long as there is water. Any water, it can be flowing water. But there has to be water within the footprint of the ocean monument. So I took this wall and I built it. 1 block outside of the footprint. So I have the entire footprint of the ocean monument in here. Now comes the hard part. I need to get rid of all of this water. That happens in 3 stages. Stage 1, I need to get rid of all of this kelp and seagrass because I cannot put sand down on top of any of it. I believe even this seagrass right here will break sand if I drop it onto it, which is bad. I do not want my sand to break, I want my sand to fall into place. So stage 1, get rid of the seagrass and the kelp. Stage 2, place the sand blocks, and I am going to be placing them every 3 rows. Every 3 blocks of sand I will be placing a row all the way through, and all the way through, and all the way through, and all the way through. I will probably only do 1 at a time, as maybe 2, as I don't have all that much sand left and I'm not very keen on going to fetch more. Then, phase 3. I need my sponges that have been dried in the nether. There they are, my dry sponges. In stage 3 I will remove water from a section, then I will build up a second section and remove water from it. Break down the wall from the first section and move it over to build a third section, remove water. So on and so forth. I will go and remove all of this water. Now it is currently 9 PM. I don't like working past midnight, because come morning I have to wake up quite early and go to work. So that leaves me with 3 hours. I'm gonna put a movie on in the background, and I'm gonna turn on the replay mod. And we're gonna see just how much of this I can do in 3 hours. Shall we? There has been a minor change of plans, my friends. The time-lapse you just saw was about an hour's worth of work, removing all of the seagrass and kelp, breaking down all of the protrusions and obstacles from the monument, all of the pillars and arches and things, all gone, and placing the first 3 2/3 rows of sand. Only about an hour. Because it was at that point that I ran out of sand. And at that point that I came to a decision. These guardians are very, very annoying. Not nearly as annoying as a dolphin that gives me dolphin's grace while I'm trying to swim at a controlled pace and then I go rocketing 10,000 miles further than I need to. But they are annoying. And if there are like 100 of them in one spot and they're all trying to shoot at me, they deal damage. They even deal damage with me with all of my beacon effects and my armor. Which is not great. And now, I know I might not have the best protection type on here to deal with guardians. I don't know if projectile protection would be better against them or not, but anyway, it's not ideal. And the more water I remove, the more concentrated these guardians are going to get. So if I remove the first half of this water, that's not going to make less guardians spawn. That's going to make the same amount of guardians spawn in the remaining half. So you're going to have more guardians per volume of water, right? Which is just going to make that more and more frustrating. So instead, I've decided that I'm going to place all of the sand rows and then remove the water after that point to try and reduce that. Now it's still going to be a little annoying because they're still going to get concentrated as I remove some of the water, but I'm not going to have to worry about placing down any sand in and amidst a concentrated bunch of guardians, which is, I can only imagine, hell, in all honesty. So instead, I spent the remaining hour and a half or so of me working on this last night gathering up sand, and I have here 8 shulker boxes full of this stuff. I had to go to the Enderman XP farm to repair up my shovel about 4 or 5 times in the process, but I now have lots of sand. I really hope it's enough to finish this, but we'll just have to see. So, let's jump back into a second time lapse of me finishing this. shall we? Hopefully taking out all of the water as well. So I stopped the time lapse because I got to the point of placing sponges, then I got to the point of having to remove sponges, and removing the sponges is a very tedious and unenjoyable process. Or so it was. I've come up with an easier, more effective and efficient method though, and yes, I do have more sponges. I am renting some sponges from our friend Mr. REDSTRANGER. You guys need to go away. Nope, I missed him. Go away. Go. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, anyway, so the method that I'd use, come about 3 blocks in and I place them along a center wall. And then I know I can go 4. So there should be fine. Leave me alone. Yeah. Roughly equal spacing. I place it on both sides all the way through. And then I break a couple of rows, couple of levels of sand off of this and take the sponges as I go. And then I do another row and I repeat. And I take out sponges and so on and so forth. And that's the method I've chosen to use. And it's the one I'm going to be using for the rest of this to finish removing all of this water. Well, that was close to 10 hours later. I've cleared out all of the water around the monument. And when I say all of the water, I do mean all of the water around the monument. I've gone and cleared out everything underneath it as well. I have not done the inside, though I accidentally started. I wanted to give you guys a proper view of this thing before I started this demolition, but I was just so zoned out on getting rid of everything within this box, that when I finished taking down the sand walls and removing the water underneath, I immediately started demolishing the building. So for that I apologize, but now all that is left is for me to take down the monument. And I have absolutely no desire to keep the monument here, so it's gonna go away. I am just going to leave the very bottom layer of it remaining, because it is from that level upwards, I believe, that guardians spawn. Because while I was clearing the underneath area, the only places where guardians came through, and there were a lot of guardians underneath here, but they all spilled in from holes and things that I had leading up into the monument. I don't think any of them actually spawned underneath here. And even if they did, that's fine. I think I'm going to make all of my collection areas and things down here, and potentially my storage room and stuff as well. So yeah, I'm gonna throw you guys right back into a time lapse, the last one for this episode, I think, because we're nearing the end. And in that time lapse, I think you'll see me tear this whole thing down, all the way down to this final level. That, my friends, is a long video, and the culmination of what has to be 20 hours of grinding and work over the course of about a week. That was insane. And I would be lying if I told you that my brain was not a little bit fried after the making of this episode. And I can completely see why not everyone goes out and just does a guardian farm this way. And why I've certainly never done it before, because this is probably the largest singular project in Minecraft that I have ever taken on. I don't regret it yet. No, not yet. But it's definitely been a lot of work. That being said though, with this episode now done, and it has gone on quite long, this one, I'm pretty much ready to start building the farm and my base in the next episode. I need to think a little bit about exactly how I want this thing to work, but I have some time between recording this episode and the next one to come up with a design and a plan and an overall idea for this base that I want to build. I'm thinking I'm gonna go one singular mega base with a bunch of farms included in it. Yeah, I definitely think that's a cool idea. However, if for this episode you guys have found yourselves enjoying it, give me a like. I would appreciate it so much after the amount of time I've put into it. And, you know, if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and do it. I try and upload videos quite regularly these days, and I'm pretty sure you won't regret it. Until next time though, thank you all for watching.